Nutrition in aging is complex. Older adults tend to have decreased sense of smell and taste, smaller appetites, decreased thirst sensation, memory loss, vision impairments, changes in oral health, frailty and physical impairments, difficulty swallowing. And to make things more complicated, older adults' nutrition needs do not decrease with age. In fact, residents need to be served high-quality foods and fluids because they often eat less calories yet require more nutrients.
My name is Sabrina Bovey, and I am a registered dietitian with Regina Coppell Health Region. I currently work in long-term care, providing nutrition care plans and educating dietary and care staff. Our menu for today is an overview of nutrition care with some practical tips on how to make sure everyone experiences great meals, and some food for thought.
Good mealtime management has a positive impact on residents. It keeps them nourished, hydrated, and physically strong so they can prevent falls, infections, bed sores, and even hospitalizations. Good mealtime experiences will help keep residents independent and happy. This will result in a fulfilling work atmosphere for staff too. Let's walk through a great mealtime experience from beginning to end. Prepare the dining room. Make sure it is a calm atmosphere and that there is adequate lighting. A seating plan and regular mealtime routine will let residents learn where they go each time, recognize that it's mealtime, and develop relationships with their table mates. The seating plan should work for the residents as well as the staff who oversee the meals and may need to queue or assist several people. Get to know each person's care plan. This is where you will find important information about their nutrition, allergies, likes and dislikes, and techniques to better assist them with meals. Introduce yourself to the person that you are working with. Find out what name they would prefer for you to use. Assist the elder you are caring for to the dining room as close to mealtimes as possible. Waiting too long for mealtimes may result in fatigue or a loss of interest in eating. While someone waits for a meal, ask them what they would like to do. Sip on a beverage, fold laundry, visit with a table mate. This is your opportunity to tell and even show them their food choices and get them excited for the meal. Make sure each person has their dentures, glasses, hearing aids, or special utensils before the meal arrives. See that the resident is seated upright, often around 90 degrees, and close enough to the table to reach their food comfortably. If someone is in bed for a meal, elevate the head of their bed and place a pillow underneath their knees to prevent them from slipping down in bed. Ideally, concerns with seating should be directed to or addressed by an occupational therapist. If an occupational therapist is not available, contact the resident coordinator. In special cases, a consult for a seating assessment will be required if a resident does not sit appropriately or if the chair does not seem to fit their needs. For table setting, ensure that plates are stable, using a non-slip mat underneath if needed to prevent slipping. A sharp color contrast between the table or placemat and plate may help avoid confusion at meals. Double-check the food texture and fluid consistency the resident requires and whether he or she has any allergies or other nutrition needs. Assist one resident at a time with eating. Maida's caregiver is sitting so that she is at eye level with her. This helps to ensure Maida's head is in a good position. She will be safe and comfortable this way, and her caregiver can better assess her intake and prevent choking. Proper posture while sitting will prevent tiring and back injuries. Mary's caregiver is starting with a little fluid at the beginning of the meal. This helps to moisten her mouth. Let the resident know what food they are eating. If you are not sure what the food is, please don't be shy to ask. It's no fun to get a bite of potatoes when you're expecting vanilla pudding. Brandy is placing her hand above the food to make sure the temperature is appropriate. not too hot or too cold. You can also try putting your hand underneath the plate to feel for heat. Keep the table and setting simple. Clear the table between courses, removing empty dishes to keep the resident on track and avoid feeling overwhelmed with clutter. Presentation of meals is very important. Food should look, smell, and taste good. Would you mix your mashed potatoes and Caesar salad together? Unlikely. So make sure to give a bite of each food separately and use a new utensil with each dish to avoid mixing tastes. If you know the person has a reduced appetite, you may want to start with the most nutrient-packed foods first and serve the entree or main course before the soup. Make eye contact and cue with words or actions. A resident may be able to copy your motions for eating or drinking. Do not bring attention to a person who is messy while eating. Remember, he or she is an adult. See how Mary's caregiver is subtle and gentle while assisting her with her lunch. Staff should stay positive at meals. This caregiver is affectionate with Maida and sharing with her how the food looks and smells good. Maida's caregiver is providing undivided attention to her. She is engaging Maida in a friendly conversation, just like she would with her own family. Avoid conversations with other staff at meals. This can be confusing for the residents as well as disrespectful. Instead, include everyone in all discussion and make sure that it is appropriate. Offer small bites and sips and allow enough time between bites for swallowing. Using a teaspoon in most cases is best. Watch for the person to fully swallow before offering the next bite. Encourage independence and dignity by helping residents do all they can on their own. Emma's caregiver is helping her put on her napkin and reminding her how to use her utensils. Some residents may forget how to use utensils and need reminding. Finger foods work well for Pauline, as she can eat without a fork or knife. She can continue to enjoy eating on her own. Provide beverages and soups in a cup or mug that is easy to hold, pick up, and drink out of. The ability to hold a mug and drink is often retained even when a person has advanced dementia. There are many tools available to help a person eat with ease. If a resident needs assisting with eating, put the fork in their hand and help them guide it to their mouth. Or try placing their hand on your arm while you assist them. This way they can still be part of the meal experience and know when to expect the food. If a resident starts coughing, patiently wait until they are done coughing before offering them another sip or bite to eat. If someone has a change in eating or swallowing ability, is pocketing food in their mouth, or eating less at meals, the nurse should be informed. A speech-language pathologist or dietitian may need to be consulted for nutrition and/or swallowing assessment. And last but not least, do not force a spoon into someone's clenched teeth. If a resident does not want to eat, remember that everyone has the right to refuse. A skipped meal once in a while may not be an issue. Make sure to tell the nurse if you notice someone does not eat well or has a change in their eating ability. Having continuing contact with the same person and getting to know who they are is essential. A trusting relationship is key for enjoyable mealtimes because assisting someone with eating is intimate. Many older adults, because of the risk of heartburn or other health issues, benefit from staying upright for at least 45 minutes after meals. Sipping fluids in between meals is very important. Many residents also benefit from snacks in between meals to help meet their energy and nutrition needs. It is always best to provide nutrition through foods and fluids first. In some cases, nutrition supplements or shakes may help with weight loss and nutrition. A small amount of high-calorie drink given several times a day works well for many older adults who cannot eat or drink large amounts at once. Ask your dietitian for more information or talk to the nurse if you are concerned. Some departments are involved in a very obvious manner at meals. But remember that all employees in a care home have a role to play in mealtime management. Visiting or socializing with residents at mealtimes is everyone's job. So is keeping mealtimes a cherished time where the focus is on eating. No cleaning or maintenance should occur during this time. The medication cart should be outside of the dining room and as subtle as possible. All departments can pick up on areas where improvements could benefit both those who live and work in a care home. Please communicate your ideas so that positive changes can happen.
As you have seen, mealtime management is complex. It involves a multidisciplinary team of people, including you, who think critically and include residents in what they truly need. Thank you for your attention to details at meals. By helping residents stay nourished and engaged, you are making the world of difference in their lives.
Imagine that tomorrow you are moving into the long-term care home that you currently work at. This is where you will be living and eating all of your meals from now on. What would you change if you had the chance?
Think about how you'd like to be cared for in your final days. Put yourself in the shoes of the people you serve. You can make a difference in the quality of their lives.